Local newsmakers and entrepreneurs talk about local issues on Northwest Notebook with host Ty Ray. Friday, Sunday, and Monday on KVOS TV.
Dr. Gaetano Morello is a board-certified naturopathic physician, and he is an expert on natural healing. Dr. Morello is currently touring giving a lecture called Assault by Hidden Toxins, Secrets to Restoring Pure Health. Thanks for being a guest on Northwest Notebook.
Oh, it's a pleasure being here.
I got to ask you, what should the average American be concerned about when they are putting things into their body?
Well, they should be concerned that we're living in an era where there's over 85,000 different chemicals registered with the Environmental Protection Agency, the EPA, and there's 2,000 to 3,000 new chemicals being registered every year. These chemicals, some of these chemicals are found in the air that we breathe. They're found in the food we consume as preservatives, coloring agents, et cetera, et cetera. They're found in the water that we drink, and they're found in different household products like cosmetics, like detergents, like cleaning agents, shaving gels, toothpaste. So from when we wake up in the morning till when we go to bed, we're constantly exposed to toxins that long-term have negative physiological effects on the body.
We have so much information readily available to us than ever before about what goes into products, food, shaving gels, as you mentioned, hairspray, etc. Why don't we use it? Why don't we find out more?
I think we are finding out more. I think with the advent of the internet, people are starting to research this kind of information. This is why I'm out there teaching people about these very facts. You're hearing more on the television about phthalates, these plasticides that are in children's toys, and the effects that they're having on the human physiology. So we're finding out more and more every day. We're looking at organic foods now as opposed to regular foods that have pesticides and herbicides in them. So we are changing. It's slow, but it's coming.
Doctor, the average American might say to you, well, that's great and all, but studies show we're living longer.
Well,
aren't you being alarmist?
That's an interesting statement, actually, because some of those studies are actually skewed when we look at how long we're living. Go back 70, 80 years, 100 years, when 10 kids were born in a family, half of them survived, the other ones died. So the actual number of the actual age is actually skewed. It hasn't changed that much.
So what does it change right now that the average American can make to live a healthier life?
I think since we're talking about toxins, one of the things that we can do is we can reduce toxins, and it's called toxic burden. How many toxins do you have in your body? And that is a measure of the amount of toxins that come into your system minus the ability of the liver, your body, to detoxify of these substances. And so the things that the average American can do is, one, they can minimize the exposure. And how do you do that? Well, you change the way you eat. For example, you can buy more organic type foods that have less pesticides and herbicides in them. You can change some of the toiletries that you use at home. For example, use deodorants that don't have aluminum in it. You can start doing that. That's one part. The second part is you can enhance the body's ability to detoxify itself by using products like the whole body cleanse, like the acidophilus pearls.
What exactly does that do?
It does this. I always give this example. Think about a windshield on a vehicle. And the windshield on a vehicle, if you have a clear windshield, you have a clean body. And if you're driving that car and it starts to snow, what do? You turn on your windshield wipers. That's your detoxification system. And what happens is, as more snow falls, you increase the speed. But if you park your car overnight outside and you get a snowstorm like we've had here in the last couple of weeks, and you get 1.5 feet of snow, do the windshield wipers work in the morning? They don't. You got to scrape that off. The same thing happens in the body. The body has so many toxins in it that we need to detoxify. One of the ways of detoxifying is using something like the whole body cleanse, which allows the body to be able to better cope and remove these toxins and allow the body to better work after the treatment is done.
What do you walk the walk? I mean, do you use these products?
Yes, I do. I got involved in naturopathic medicine 24 years ago, and I've been taking multivitamins ever since. And we've been looking at more organic foods now. I've been switching to organics in the last 5 years. So that's been a more slower step because of the education and the information that's coming out about the toxicities in the environment.
You know, lower income people, I mean, organic foods are much more expensive. Organic products are much more expensive. What about low income people?
Yeah, good point. Some of the things they can do is they can start washing the fruits and vegetables more. Because think about all the sprays on these fruits and vegetables. So if we wash them, we'll reduce that toxic load. So there's things that they can do when they're not buying organic foods. So there are steps that we can take to minimize, again, toxic exposure.
So quickly summing up your main points, go for it.
Well, the main point is all humans need to detoxify. All Americans need to do a detox program. This is an easy way of doing it, a way to improve the mechanisms in the body. This supports the gastrointestinal tract, supports the liver, and these are the organs that we need to improve in order to really have a better physiology in the human body.
And should there be a grassroots movement to put more pressure on the companies to make healthier products?
Yeah, absolutely. We need to do that, and I think it's being done. I mean, 20 years ago, how many health food stores were there?
Right.
20 years ago, was there any health products in drugstores? There wasn't. 20 years ago, they would have organic foods, not really. So we are changing. It's slow, but it's coming.
Dr. Morello, thanks for being a guest on Northwest Notebook.
No, thanks for having me.
We'll be right back.